Thank you so much for making time for us this morning. Now, I want us to begin this from a problem solving perspective, and I'll begin with you, Keegan. Oftentimes, when we are coming up with programs, especially in campus or generally something that touches career, it's something that is probably solving a problem. So, what is KU's Career Week? What problem is KU's Career Week solving, especially the 19th Career Week?
Okay, so I will just say something. Okay, I will say the statement and then now I will explain it. It is solving the problem of exposure. Okay, so we as students, we are, I remember the first time when I entered KU, the only thing that I knew that I will do is to study. Okay, there's the lecture halls, there's our library, a massive library. So the only thing that you are thinking about is, studying and to get the first class. Okay. But now, with that mentality of studying, to some extent, you don't think further, because there's life after studies. And now that is where now this career week focuses on, because the problem is students are focused on, studies and also other things, but not looking at the future ahead, whereby you will be now, let me say, working class. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think it's exposure generally.
I hope the viewer understands other things that you have mentioned. Vanessa, let me come to it. This is an age where everything is on YouTube. Everything is just a click away from Google. You can ask ChatGPT. So how relevant is the physical interaction of career?
So, first of all, I'd like to say that the career week is about exposure. We want to expose you to the industry. We are bridging the gap from classroom to industry. And as much as we are bridging the gap, you have to know what is required from you. So we are kind of solving the asymmetry in information, what the industry requires from you, what is expecting from you, and what you yourself you're expecting from the industry or you think is expected from you. So probably a student thinks that I'm just expected to finish my degree, and maybe the HR expects that I'm expecting you to have transferable skills, to have a lot morals, and to be very upskilled. And you can see this asymmetry. So it's more of upskilling. Yeah, we have a lot of sites like Coursera, LinkedIn, and actually even in the Career Week website, there's a post where we get waivers in doing these skills. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
All right, talk to us more about these skills, the gap.
Yeah, the skill gap between the students and the industry.
What is taught in class, and of course, what is expected in the job market?
So what is taught in class is mostly theory, and sometimes it's really hard for you to apply what is theoretical. You have to actually do the practical to understand the application. So for example, I'll do a study on a course I'm doing like BCom. You're required to do your coursework, but to venture into the industry, it's something different. BCom offers you a whole lot of career pathways. You can get into risk management, you can get into tax advisory. So for example, I'm just a BCom graduate. I've never been exposed. I don't know the career paths that are there, and I just get to the industry and I quickly realize this is not what I was taught in school. I was just taught to balance books. I was taught the laws. I was taught business law, but this is not what is happening. People are actually filling the taxes, and I cannot do this. So we expect people to learn from the career, to be exposed. When we are doing these corporate exhibitions, sometimes we even call the corporates who do the training. For example, BNK, they do the tax training, and they actually give you the hands-on experience on how things are actually done, and they give you the things you need to do your career mapping, to know where you want to go, where you are, how you can start, and how you can go there through skill building. And skills doesn't just mean that you're doing the advanced Excel, you're doing the SPSS. It can also matter a lot about problem solving, critical thinking. It's how we call for career week ambassadors. We call for those applications. We are training you on problem solving, critical thinking, leadership, how to stand out, and that's actually what matters the most. When you talk to most of the HR, because you usually do have a HR forum, you'll hear them talk about the transferable skills. Are you somebody we can trust? Are you a person with integrity? Are you somebody who can solve problems? Are you somebody who can take up a role, and can we trust you with this role? So actually, when we call for ambassadors, we are not just giving you the role of becoming ambassador, but you're giving you a chance to prove that you're capable and worthy and have those transferable skills.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, Higan, from where you sit, let me get your perspective of what the mismatch between what HRs want and what graduates actually come out of campus with in terms of skills.
Okay, thank you. Now, from a student perspective, what you normally expect when you go to, now the industry, first of all, okay, with this generation, you first of all maybe look at, maybe the payroll, the paycheck, okay? You will also look at maybe the skills that you have. You look at the investment your parents did, and also yourself, the academics perspective. And to you, you will see that you are fit for a role, and that role should at least pay off. So we will end up looking at now the hard skills. I can balance books, okay? But now there are now these skills which we call soft skills, and these are the skills now which I think they create now the difference between maybe interviewees who are going to a job interview, because you may know how to balance the books, but maybe your integrity is questionable, okay? Maybe you're a person who cannot be trusted. And I think with these modern times, soft skills are the ones which are mainly seen, or rather, those are the ones which are required, okay? Can you be able to work as a team, okay? And with this information, because this information, I didn't get it in a classroom, or rather in a lecture hall, it's because of the exposure that I got courtesy of Career Week, okay? And this is the gap, which is because for the HR, they will just do the interview, but the purpose of the interview, because they already have your CV, they ask your CV up front even before the interview. So they know what you have studied and what you got. But now the purpose of the interview is to see how you conduct yourself. Are you confident? And all that is under soft skills. Mm-hmm. So I think for us students, we look at the hard skills and we say that we are competent enough. But when we go to the first step, entering the industry, which is the interview, mm-hmm. they are actually looking at the soft skills. So I think that is the gap that